When you decide to take the challenge of being a staff member at ChildFirst, it can initially be overwhelming. It is an environment that you have never been a part of. You're going to be pushed both professionally and personally. You have to be prepared to accept that challenge. There are days that you are going to despise. There's days you're going to become overwhelmed. But at the end of the day, I love my job. It is rewarding to know how much of an influence you can be. You might have the right words at the right time that really changes somebody's life.
Some of the key things that you should know, the name is ChildFirst, and it's ChildFirst for a reason because the children in our company come first. Be ready to be challenged like you probably never were before or could even imagine you'd be challenged.
Before you start working, there's hours and hours and days of training. And every Wednesday we have all staff. That's when everybody from all programs sit in one room for 8 hours. We're learning new material as well as learning life experiences that we all had experienced.
I've never worked with so many different people that's always on the same page.
Just because your job one day is one thing, it could change next day because you may have to help somewhere else.
The knowledge that you take away from Dr. Williams is just remarkable.
Each child comes with a child advocate, a DHS worker, a school worker, social workers, a judge, and family and friends. So my job is to coordinate all those people to ensure that the child has connection and remains with connections with those family members and their team, and that we're following the court order as the DRO states. I provide resources for the house parent who is the frontline staff and who really is the person that does the most work here at ChildFirst.
The group homes have a dynamic of one house parent for 7 days, 7 days on, 7 days off. That person has to fulfill the role as if it was a biological parent.
Some days you have a good day, some days it's just like real testy. But you have to remain professional at all times and you'll get through it, and you just go by your models of what you learned, what Dr. Williams teaches you every Wednesday in training.
Working with your co-house parent, communication is definitely the key. You don't want to go into your program after a week off and not know what's going on. You always want to have a heads up, so you definitely got to keep the lines of communication open.
One thing I say is you have to be consistent. What I'll tell any house parent is once you have a pattern, you must follow that pattern, because when you lack somewhere, then that's when your house starts to go amok. And as long as you're on the same page, everything just runs smoothly.
We do the nurturing. If they have challenges, we're there to always be that ear for them, and that they're always in a safe haven environment. They have a daily routine of ensuring that the children are up and they get ready and prepare themselves for school. We have a meal plan to ensure that they're receiving all the nutrients that they're supposed to receive.
Fresh fruit, fresh salad, and everything is always fresh. We don't have any type of leftovers in the refrigerator.
After school, then they come home and it's time for tutoring. Every day we have study time.
Then after tutoring is over with, we'll start settling down to eat dinner and have our little house meetings. And then once the house meetings are adjourned, then we start our chores. And then by the time chores are done, everyone is basically winding down, preparing to get their clothes ready for school, shower, and then 9 o'clock everybody is out to their rooms, 9:30 lights out, and then we'll start fresh the next day.
And on the weekends, we pretty much get up Saturday mornings, do our deep cleaning where we pull everything out, the super deep cleaning, and we have a nice breakfast.
We do horseback riding, we do bowling, we do laser tag. So it's basically a fun-filled day.
So in the summertime when the children are not in school, we try to give them exposure to educational and also recreational activities, some things that maybe they don't get to do or see while out of placement. They might go out to Lancaster and get to see the Amish in their environment, go to zoos, different museums, amusement parks. They also like to do some outdoor hiking. They just try to keep it really busy and really fun and also give them exposure to something that they've never seen. To be a house parent, you need to be patient. You need to learn how to understand that children are going to go through a myriad of different emotions. They're going to have challenges along the way. And the key to being a house parent is seeing those challenges before they even arise. Seeing that the child came in a little off from school and how to figure out why.
When they do come to ChildFirst, it's like almost being in a foreign country. We're talking to them about rules and we're talking to them about breaking down 8 domains. And they look at us like we're talking a different language, but really what we're doing is we're trying to teach them how to live their life and how to look at their situation as an opportunity so that this way they can grow to be a healthy adult.
The staff are truly gems. From all walks of life, we all have developed to shine off of Dr. Williams' shine, of him instilling in us his teachings, of his models.
Life around the office is pretty laid back. Everyone's very friendly and open. If you need help, the resources are right there, and if they're not, someone will definitely direct you in the right way to find what you're looking for.
I've never worked for anyone who's a CEO of a company that you see on a regular basis. Dr. Williams, he doesn't deal with you as an employee. He deals with you on a person-to-person basis. Any question is answered by email, by phone.
Because we are smaller, if you do your job well, there's opportunity for growth. If you want to maybe voice your opinion about something, open dialogue is greatly encouraged.
My advice is to take it one day at a time. You're dealing with issues that often have to be peeled back and be deconstructed in order to reconstruct them, and often to construct them in a whole different way. So it takes time. And we spend a lot of time when training and support and developing you as a professional to aid you in that process. And we're here to help 24/7, 365. So if there's an issue at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the morning, understand that there's someone here to call and to be a resource for you.